Hello, everyone. I'm Dayanji. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer. And if it's your first time here, Soul Cloud is a show where we discuss spiritual concepts. And then after the discussion, we will have the mini Akashic Records readings or energy clearings. So, hello and welcome, everyone, to the people who have been here waiting for a few minutes. Hi, Kim. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Brina. Hello, Venus. Hello, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here. So every week we have a topic that we discuss. And for this week, I was guided to choose the topic of angel numbers. So many of us are aware of what angel numbers are, but we don't really understand the meanings behind them. I mean, has any of you ever experienced, or have any of you experienced that you saw or you've been seeing like the number 111, or you keep looking at your clock and seeing 111, like 1212, and then you Google the meaning and then like, it doesn't really make any sense for you. So if you've ever experienced that, this show is for you. This episode is for you. Hi, Angela. Hi, Alice. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Candy V. Hi, Nancy Ray. Hi, Crystal Connors. Hi, Stephanie. Later on, we will have mini Akashic Records readings or energy clearings. I will accept Akashic Records questions or clearing requests. So just type in hashtag angel to enter the draw for a reading. There we go. Angel. There we go. Angel numbers. So many of us are familiar with angel numbers. But for the people who are just, getting curious, usually this is like a good starting point for people to get curious about their own spirituality and really understanding or noticing that spirit is trying to communicate with them. So for those people, what are angel numbers? So, angel numbers, these are the repeating or noticeable number sequences, such as 111, 222, 333, 444. And they seem to follow you like everywhere. Like you look at the plate number, or you just glance to your left and you see a car driving, and the plate number is like 777. And then you go and look at the house number and it says 333. And you see them all the freaking time. Like it gets you curious and it really grabs your attention because it keeps on repeating and repeating. So that is what an angel number is. And it's not just like 333, it can also be specific angel numbers such as 327, 322. And for me, it was a challenge to know and really understand the meaning at first. Because like what is my reference? I used to Google everything and like what do I need to memorize all of the meanings? That was a challenge for me. I don't know if you also had that challenge for you, but it's a good way to really grab our attention. That's why it's a way for our spirit team, our spirit guides and angels to communicate with us. You know, these numbers I understood after a while that these aren't really full messages. These may be nudges or a signal for us to tune in and to notice what's happening in my thoughts or in our feelings. So, do they have fixed meanings? I Google them, but for me, they don't have fixed meanings. Like you can Google one number, for example, 999, and can have it can return 10 10 searches that have different meanings. So why does that happen? So the real message, what is the real message? Sometimes it's just a nudge. It's just to grab our attention. But why don't they have fixed meanings? They don't really have fixed meanings um, because these numbers are like they carry frequency with them. It's similar to light language that we don't like. You can't express them in words sometimes. It just has this vibration, like color and sound. Like they don't necessarily carry meanings with them like words or thoughts, although sometimes they do. But yeah, sometimes most of the time they don't. They might just be grabbing our attention. Our spirit team might be grabbing our attention. A lot of the things that I hear from people, especially those who are just newly awakening, is that like, Diane, I can't hear my guides. I don't. They're not trying to communicate with me. And like, have you been seeing repeating numbers? I'm like, yeah. Well, that's it. We don't have to overcomplicate it. Um, we don't have to overcomplicate it sometimes. It's just, they are trying to grab our attention and trying to give us their own message in their own way. Candy B says, I think it helps us be more aware. Yes, because the repeating numbers are very noticeable. They're really noticeable, and it's not noticeable. It might not be noticeable for the person next to you, if you know what I mean. Like you can look at your left, and the person next to you might be looking someplace else, and it's just for you. It's only you that notices it. So it's really fascinating. So okay. Um, so many guides or many websites list definitions for this, and usually when I Google them, meanings from like Doreen Virtue usually pops up when I search for them. Like 111 means new beginnings, or 444 means like your angels are nearby. That might be true, but it can also mean different for you. Like for example, you see a message or an angel number that corresponds to a birth date of a past loved one. It could be a message from your past loved one instead of the fixed meaning or the Googleable version. Googleable, is that a word? Is Googleable a word? Um, but yeah, sometimes when we're anxious, we see 222 or 444. Or when we're excited, we see the same number, but it can carry a different meaning. So our angels and our guides, they respond to our inner state using the symbols that we will notice. So instead of asking or Googling the meaning, we can also ask and tune inwards and ask ourselves, what was I thinking, or what was I feeling? What was I experiencing and going through when this number showed up? For me personally, I used to see 444 a lot. And I realized that 444 for me showed up whenever I was sad, or whenever I was feeling down. So for me, 444 is a message of encouragement. But for the people who are watching, it might mean something different. Like for the Japanese people, that number is a very unlucky one and very unfortunate one. Or for the Thai people, 555 is a laughing number because it sounds like ha ha ha. So it has cultural it may carry cultural meanings as well. It's very dependent on the person who is seeing that. So I'm not going to discuss like the standard or the common meanings of angel numbers that you can Google, but I am going to present to you a way for you to really know whatever angel number that is, whatever it means for you. Okay, how to interpret angel numbers more intuitively. This is a 5-step process. So the first step is you pause and you acknowledge. Okay, you say, "Hello, guides and angels, I see you." This is just a phrase that you can say, or you can just say, "Huh, I notice you. I see you." And then the second step is to tune inward. What am I feeling, or what am I thinking? Notice what is in your heart and mind, and the message. Sometimes when we tune inward, the message comes in very intuitively, but sometimes it doesn't. So the next step is to journal or note the patterns. The example that I gave you a while ago was I noticed that 444 was when I felt depressed or sad. And I noticed that because I journaled them. Like I used to jot down all the numbers that I keep seeing. And then I realized, oh, hey, this number appeared whenever I felt down. So it felt like an encouragement for me to go on and really, it's a very encouraging number for me, to say the least. Um, the next step is to ask for clarity. If journaling doesn't still help, or it's not clear, you can pause and just ask for your guides. Can you please make this clearer for me? And you can meditate. And while meditating, the meaning can also appear to you or come to you. And the fifth and final step is to trust and let go. Sometimes the messages aren't like they don't have a necessary meaning. They just want to grab your attention and tell you that they're there, that our spirit team is there. So sometimes it's really just a message of love. So be open to the love that your spirit guides are giving you. So just to reframe our views on angel numbers, traditional meanings can be helpful, but they're not necessarily rules. So keep that in mind whenever you see your next angel number. So the real meaning comes through personal connections. So it's our spirit guide's message, our way of saying, hey, we see you and you're not alone. So thank you so much for letting me rant for a few minutes. I will get to drawing some winners for the readings. Again, we will be doing Akashic Records readings and energy clearings. So when your name is drawn, please let me know that you're here and type in your question. Hello to the people who just came in. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Cayenne. Hi, Barb P. Hi, Maria Amethyst Celentine. I'm okay. I won't be. We will be doing not galactic, but Akashic Records reading. So um, if you have an Akashic Records reading or Akashic Records question that you want to ask, you can ask later if your name is drawn. Hi, Tamer. Hi, Maria is grateful. Hi, Monale. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Okay. Let me know if I'm speaking too much. And also, please let me know if you're watching the replay, type in the comments later. What angel number have you been seeing lately, and what does it mean for you? Thank you, Angela. Yes, please type in hashtag angel to get a chance for a reading. Hi, Leah. Hi, Mary Susan. Okay, Mary Susan asks, what if a number, not an angel number, appears in your dream? If it keeps repeating, usually that is an indication that it means something. So I asked my guides about this. Are all the numbers that we are seeing, are they all angel numbers? And they're like, not really. Some of them can be a coincidence. But if it keeps on repeating, that's a normal indication that it has a certain meaning. You can use numerology, or you can really tune inward and ask yourself, okay, what is the significance of this number? Do I have a past loved one that has this number significant for them? Leah says 1122, my ex's birthday. So yeah, if we see 1122 like on the time, or a house number, street number, or like at receipts, or like a receipt number, it could be a message from your ex if they have passed on. So okay, let me know through the comments later. Okay, let's see who's the lucky winner. Oh, I didn't realize that I don't have the music for this one yet. Hold on. There we go. The first lucky winner. Hi, Linda. Hi, si Sophie. Tamer kan pula. Congratulations, and please type in your question. Again, I'll be taking Akashic Records questions or energy clearing requests. Brina41, please type in your question. Candy B, congratulations, and please type in your question. Okay, while we are waiting for the people to type in their questions, I will be on with the amazing Linda de Gonzalez, who is with us today in the chat for the next episode of Into the Ether. We will be talking about a very interesting topic about repeating patterns. So, Into the Ether is a show where we do Akashic Records readings again. And we usually have a topic as well or a theme for the week. So, this week's theme is repeating patterns and the lessons that we learn from them. So, if you're interested in that topic, please tune in and please subscribe to Linda de Gonzalez's channel as well. We will be um, on the when is that? The fifth. The fifth. That's Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I have your question, Brina. I'm still waiting for Tamer. Okay, scroll, 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 scroll. And Candy B's question. Yes, thank you so much for your help, Angela. Again, that's Tamer Polat, can Candy B. We're waiting for. Okay, Tamer's here. They're just typing their question, I believe. Okay, I got your question, Tamer. So I'll be waiting for Candy B's question. I'm going to open the records while we're waiting for them. So let's take 3 deep breaths, everyone. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space, and all objects in the sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold this sacred space. And so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, and the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Master, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Yay! Thank you so much for your help, Angela. And welcome to the people who are coming in. Hi, Liz. Hi, Tam. Hi, Karen. Okay. Now that we have all three, yes, please. Linda says we are simulcasting this show, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Yes. For Into the Ether, make sure to hit the notification button so you won't miss it. Okay. First up, we have Brina. Brina asks, did I have a past lifetime in Scotland? So I'm using my pendulum for this. Initially, did Brina have a past lifetime in Scotland? I'm getting a yes on this, Brina, that you had a past lifetime in Scotland. Just show me the time, please. When was the period? I'm being shown a lifetime that you had in Scotland around the 1400s. You were a female in this lifetime and you had short red hair. More details about this, please. I'm seeing you when you were like in your late 20s or early 30s. You're holding a basket and you're going to a market. During this time, you had children, like one boy and one girl. Okay, your daughter is appearing very clear, so I believe she's with you in this lifetime as well. Okay, what's the significance of this lifetime for Brina? What lessons did she carry over from that lifetime? Why is it? In this lifetime, one of the lessons that you wanted to learn was unconditional love. That's why you became a mother in that lifetime. I don't know if you have kids in this lifetime, Brina, but this is something that they're highlighting, that you wanted to learn, like unconditional love. And there, you decided to start from like this concept of motherly love. Yes, as the daughter and family member now. Okay. Brina, I don't know if do you have any sisters in this lifetime, Brina? I was hearing sister. So I believe the daughter that you had in that lifetime could be a sister in this lifetime. No kids, not married in this lifetime. Okay. But in that lifetime, that's the lesson that you wanted to learn. It might be something, or it might be a lesson that you're still learning in this lifetime, but in a different way. So, not as a mother. They're confirming that it's something that you're still learning. Like it's a lesson that we are continuously learning, not just you, Brina. But yeah, that's the significance of that lifetime is learning through. I thought you meant her. Oh, Brina says she has one sister. Yeah, your sister in this current lifetime was your daughter in that lifetime in Scotland. That's what they were showing me. During that lifetime, your daughter had longer hair, brown. Not, it's different. It was different from yours. You had red hair in that lifetime. But yeah, that was the lesson that you were trying to learn in Scotland, and I hope that helps. Brina says, I feel like I raised her. Yes, in a previous lifetime you did. So I'm glad you still have that connection. So thank you so much, Sabrina, for asking this question and for letting me read for you. Okay, next up, we have Tamer. Tamer asks, when will my suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome end? Will family constellation therapy work for me? I'm not very familiar with family constellation therapy, Tamer. Um, and the Akashic records isn't it doesn't answer like when question, because spirit doesn't really have time, like time only exists here on earth, here in the 3D realm, so it's difficult for them to answer the time. But I'm going to ask, what is the significance of your the chronic fatigue syndrome in in this lifetime? Okay, they're telling me it's a soul contract. It's a soul contract that's also helping you learn something and also helping the people around you learn things. Um, okay, that's something. What's it has a significance with family. Um, Tamer, do you have family members who also have this condition? Because they're telling me it's something that's connected or connecting you with family. Okay, but it's not caused by an ancestral trauma. Just to clarify, but it is a soul contract that you have. They're telling me that you can manage it. There are ways for you to manage it, but that this is a soul contract that you have in this lifetime to first is connect with people, help you connect with people, specifically your family, and also the people in the medical field. You're helping them in some sort of way. That is the significance of you having this condition, is what they're telling me. Okay, Tamar says they had some relatives who are psychic vampires. Okay, let me see what I have for that. What the Akashic Records Masters have for that. Is it a contract for those with those members? It's not with them, but it will help if you learn protection practices and protection rituals for yourself, Tamar, if that is the case. But I'm not getting that it's caused by that. This is more of a soul contract for you to learn lessons. Not because you're being punished, but there are soul lessons for us to learn and we sign up for before we incarnate on earth. So this is a soul contract for you, Tamar. So I hope that helps somehow. And again, thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Next question we have Candy B. If it's possible, I would like my guides to take control. Okay, I'm going to ask the prompt that we had last week. So, what truth is Candy ready to remember? What truth about Candy is she ready to remember? The first thing that I'm seeing is a sea. I'm seeing the sea, but I don't think this is connected with water necessarily. This is something to do with your emotions, and you have like, are you a very calm person, Candy? I feel a certain calmness from this and peace. There's something about your soul that makes people feel very calm and relaxed when they're in your presence. And this is like a soul gift that you have. It's the feeling that I'm getting. Something that you have carried over for all your incarnations. Um, they're telling me that some people who might be anxious might be or have this like chaotic energies or don't feel calm. They gravitate to you, Candy, because of this trait of yours. Um, your spirit guides are chiming in to also protect yourself. This is part of your mission on Earth is to bring calm to the people who are around you. Yes, they're saying yes, but it's also important to establish boundaries so that you will not drain yourself. Is what your spirit team is telling me, to protect yourself as well. Have boundaries for that. So that is their message for you, and that is the truth that the Akashic Records Masters want you to remember. So I hope that helps, Candy, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Kimmy says that's you too, right, Diane? Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. To the people who are just coming in, please type in hashtag angel to enter the draw for a reading. We are going to do another draw. Okay. Ping. Candy says, yes, people love talking to me. Yes, because you have that energy, Candy. I felt at peace while they were showing me that sea. You feel like a calm and gentle sea to them. It's a very beautiful gift that you have, Candy. Okay? So the next people that I'm reading for are Russ Bob's Barber. Please type in your question. Barb B. Oh, we have two Barbaras. Congratulations, Barb B. Please type in your question or clearing request. Cayenne 54. Congratulations, and please type in your question. So I'll do my best to do another round after this one. Okay, I have your question, Russ Bob's Barbara. And we're still waiting for Barbie and Cayenne 54. I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that. Please correct me. Maria says, I'd say those around me aren't passing the lesson. Doesn't stop my work though. I bravely keep doing difficult work. Yeah, that's the challenge about soul contracts with other people. Sometimes we have learned our lesson, but the people around us haven't. Sometimes those soul contracts can be cleared if it's for our highest good. But there are also soul contracts that we really just have to experience for this lifetime. Hi, Amanda Carol. Okay, I got your question, Barb. Oh, wait, Linda, what do you mean with EV Mux? Oh, Julie Ann asks, do we have to put in the hashtag again? No. The challenge for EV Mux is that it keeps drawing the same people at times. Um because it doesn't filter the previous winners. That's the issue. But you don't need to put the hashtag over and over again. People in the chat are sharing how to protect themselves from toxic family members. I think for every family we have toxic family members. It doesn't have to be like in in the family unit in what do you call that? The nuclear is that the term? Sometimes it's in the extended family as well. Yeah, it's best to um, protect our peace and boundaries and have boundaries rather. And if you haven't seen our show with Linda de Gonzalez and Into the Ether, do check out the replay. There's a lot of great discussions that we had with the chat and with Spirit for that topic. Linda, you should have added like another five for this, for it to be an angel number. So I'm waiting for Cayenne 54. That's 54's question. But while we're waiting, I'm going to read for the people who have already entered, the two Barbaras, so that we can also um, have more time for readings later. Russ Bob's Barbara asks, what is my main galactic family? Awesome. You want your main galactic family or your home? Um, We have had a lot of lifetimes, not only on Earth, but also in other galactic places. Just for the people who are watching, especially the replay, we have had many, many lifetimes, and we don't have just one galactic family. So Barbara is asking, what is her main galactic family? I'm going to ask for your home family. Where is her home? This is the star system where we incarnated the most. That's what I mean by home. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your origin. Sometimes we incarnate in other star systems. That's not our origin. What's her home, please? Is it Venus? This is her origin as well. Okay. I'm getting that your home planet is Venus, Rosbovs, Barbara. Barbara. Your home planet. It's not a star system for in this case, but you are from the solar system, but from Venus. Venusians look like us, although um, a lot of them look like Nordics to me. Although there are other features as well, like they are mixed. I'm going to see what your some of your lives look like, or the at least I'll get one that is relevant for you. But again, it's Venus, so these are your Venusian family. You were a female in your lifetime in Venus, is what I'm seeing. Okay, what significant traits did she carry over from that lifetime that you're showing me? I'm seeing you like tinkering with something. You're doing something with your hands. Barbara, are you? Do you still have like this gift, or do you still like tinkering in this lifetime? Venus is one of the um, star systems or planets that is more inclined with the divine feminine. So it's more of an intuition type of and spiritually guided civilization, as compared to the other star systems, or the other planets in our galaxy, like Mars and Maldek. Um, but yeah, I'm being shown that you're more technologically inclined in this lifetime. Like you're making something with your hands. This might be connected with your previous lifetimes, on not in Venus, but in other lifetimes as well. They're telling me that you're very resourceful. Like you wouldn't throw something away that's broken immediately. You, at least in that lifetime, I don't know if it's still true this lifetime, you would find ways to repurpose them or to repair them, is what I'm being shown. Okay. Um, Barbara says that's funny because I'm a Libra and also, yes. Oh, interesting. So you're very good with hands. This is something that you carry over for many lifetimes, Barbara. It's a soul gift that you have. So I hope that helps, and I hope that you find that interesting. I certainly find it interesting. I hope that helps, Barbara, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Barbara says, yes, I am a bit of a hoarder. Yeah, because there's a practicality aspect to it, is what they were showing me, and a resource, a being resourceful aspect. Um, Not that you want to be a hoarder, but you think the like the mentality that they were showing me is that you find ways to repurpose them. You're very resourceful in that way, Barbara. It's very cool. Okay, next up. Oh, hold on. Has anyone seen Cayenne? Okay, I'm not seeing the question for them yet. So I'm just going to draw later again. Okay, next up we have Barbie. I too would like to know what I am to remember from past lives and help me to. Okay, what truth? Is Barb P ready to remember from their past lifetimes? Akashic Records Masters and Archangel Metatron, please show me. Is this another galactic lifetime? I'm being shown a galactic lifetime, and why I knew that it was a galactic lifetime, the houses looked very colorful and they looked like shells. Like, you know how the igloos have that like parabolic shapes? They kind of look like that, but they're very colorful. Okay, where was this, Masters? Where is this? I haven't seen this star system before or planet before. Aldebaran? Okay, this star system is in Aldebaran, or this planet is in Aldebaran. Is she dog? Is she part dog? Is she also an Aryan dog, pure dog? But did she have other things in the previous galaxies and other galaxies? Is she from another galaxy? Okay, she's dull, genetically dull. But here, okay, this is very interesting, Barbara. They told me that you are from Aldebaran. That the houses that look kind of like shells but colorful are from Aldebaran. Aldebaran is a very technologically advanced place, and what makes it unique is that there are people who are from other galaxies who lost their way and ended up here in our Milky Way. Unfortunately, once you cross into the gate in between galaxies, you can't go back. At least right now, that is the truth, or the issue that we are dealing with right now. That you can't go back and forth between galaxies. There were people called the Dal people. That's DAL. DAL, who lost their way and ended up here. You were descended from those people in this lifetime that they're showing me. The challenge for the dull people is that when they come over or when they incarnate on Earth, since they are genetically from another galaxy, there are like some like a mismatch between the soul and our genetics. So sometimes, or oftentimes rather, oftentimes the people from Dal who incarnate on Earth are very they have health issues. So I don't know if it's true for you, Barbara, but that is the one of the issues in Dal, or that the Dal people often encounter when they incarnate on Earth, because our genetics are majority very Lyran, or something of the mix between the Earth natives and Lyran people. So it is a challenge, or it's a common challenge that the Dal people are experiencing on Earth. But I'm going to check what significance. Why are they showing this? Why is it significant for Barbara right now? Okay, the Akashic Records masters are telling me that because of that change, like because you came from that culture where you got lost and you can't go back, there is a soul gift that you carry since you are descended from these people. Just a clarification, you didn't come from another galaxy. You are off Earth. Oh no, off the Milky Way, off Aldebaran, but you were descended from these people. One of the traits that you got from that is like your ability to adjust to difficult situations. So they're telling me, like, they can throw any curveball at you and you would find a way to deal with it. And it's a gift that not everyone has, Barbara. I don't know if that resonates for you, but this is coming in very strongly from the Akashic Records Masters. It's a gift that you have from that lifetime. So I hope that helps. And again, thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. So everyone, I love galactic questions. I really enjoy that, Barbara. Thank you so much. I do offer private readings where I do energy healings and also galactic Akashic records readings. I have this service where I do starseed lineage readings where you will be given the list of the star systems where you have incarnated on, as well as your past lifetimes in them, like a more detailed version. Barbie says, wow, thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, I haven't seen a question from Cayenne, so we're going to draw for other people. Thank you so much for your help, Angela. Ping. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to draw four people this time. She isn't here. She isn't here, giveaway tool. If you've already entered it before, you don't need to enter it again. Cam sea salts. Okay, I have to do something about my background here. Well, because we can't see. Okay, there we go. Just temporary. A temporary fix for that. Tam Sea Salts, congratulations, and please type in your question. Liz, congratulations, and please type in your questions. Or question, rather. Monale, congratulations, and please type in your question. Last but not the least, okay. We've already drawn Barbara before, so I'm going to draw for another. Oh, congratulations to me. I'm very lucky when it comes to these things. Sonia, congratulations, and please type in your question or clearing request. So we're just waiting for the people to type in their questions. Hi, Gina. Okay, I have your question, Sonia. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Our friend Debbie at Three Shifting Veils is here. Okay. I have your question, Tam. Thank you so much, Karen, and have a good night. So we're still waiting for. Okay, Liz is here. Liz, please type in your question. It can be a galactic. Oh, sorry. It can be an Akashic Records question or a clearing request, an energy clearing request. We're still waiting for Monale. If Monale isn't here, we're going to draw for another person. No worries, Maria. I'm going to check my phone for that. Phone. Everyone, please don't forget to like this video. To like this video. Um, and again, I will be back on Wednesday. It's so difficult. I still struggle with converting time. Especially now that we've had this time change. Did you get enough sleep, everyone? Okay, I got your question, Liz. Ding. So I have Sonia, Liz's question, Tam's question. We're still waiting for Mona. Mona's question, Mona Le. If Mona isn't here, I'm going to draw for another later. Yes, please leave a comment after the show. Thank you so much, Leah. Hi, KK. So if you haven't done that yet, type in hashtag angel to enter the draw for a reading. I'm going to do another round. Oh, thank you, Angela. Angela says, I think Monole had to leave. Okay, gotcha. Oh, Liz says, Diane, could you take my second question? Okay, let me search for your second question. What's this? I have your question, Liz. Which starseed family you belong to? Is that the question that you want answered? Barbara says an extra hour, but not of sleep. But what were you doing, Barbara? Okay. I don't think that Monole is here, so we're going to draw for another person. Okay. Last but not the least, Amanda Carroll. Congratulations, Amanda. Please type in your question. So while we're waiting for Amanda to type her question, I'm going to start reading for Tam. Tam Seasalts oops. Tam Seasalts asks, a series of miracles put me where I am. But other than anchoring light on this ley line, what is my purpose here? 2 years in, still struggling to connect to locals. Interesting. So aside from being a grid worker, so Tam knows that they're a grid worker. Is there more than one mission that they're here to do, masters? Okay, what else do they need to do here or they plan to do here? It's a mission. More of a way shower. Is it happening now? Or is it in the future? Are they also a messenger? Okay. So Tam, the message that I got, or the images that I got is like you're teaching. Like you have like a future inclination to teaching or being a way shower. You might not be like strictly teaching, but your actions can inspire people to do the same. And I'm hearing that it has something to do with kindness. You show kindness to people, and it's something that they learn from your actions. That's one of the missions that you're here to do, is just to be a guiding light to people. But other than that, there's also another word that pop in that they told me is oracle. I don't know if you do readings as well, Pam, through cards, or if you do intuitive readings, but I'm being told that you have this inclination of being an oracle. So a lot of us light workers deal with struggling to connect with locals, especially for grid workers, because we grid workers are being put on places on earth where we are needed. Unfortunately, where we are needed, sometimes there's a lot of not necessarily darkness, but it's these are areas where that can be low vibrational, and so our mission is to really increase the vibration in those areas. Oh, interesting. Tam says it is teaching craft as meditation, sacred connection. Yes, I read cards, but not public much. You don't need to do it publicly if you're not comfortable in doing that. But yeah, this is a gift that you have. It depends on you on how you would use it. But yeah, they are confirming this. They are confirming that you have this gift and that you can also teach. It doesn't necessarily, you don't really need to be a teacher or you have a teaching job to be called a teacher. You can be a way shower in the sense that your actions can guide other people or can inspire other people to do the same. But yeah, I am seeing a very bright light spreading, and that bright light is you, Town. Thank you so much for being of service on Earth. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you, and I hope that helps. That's wonderful. Tam says they crochet and that the hook is her wand, is their wand. I love that. Okay, I'm waiting for Amanda Carroll's question. I think I see one. Okay. I think I went off for a few seconds. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm back. I got your question, Barbara. Oh, sorry, Amanda. I think. I hope. Okay. It didn't get started. I'll search for it again. But I saw your question earlier. There we go. I got it. Okay. And after Tam, we have Liz. Liz asks, would like to ask which starseed family I belong to. Okay, what is her Liz's main galactic family, please, Masters? Is she from Maya or Pleione? But Pleiades. Electra? Is she from Electra? Okay. So Liz, your starseed family are the Pleiadians. I'm also a Pleiadian, but I come from a star system called Maya. You, on the other hand, you come from a very interesting place called Electra. Electra is a star system that is more inclined with technology. There are a lot of starships that are being made or being manufactured in Electra. At least that's what I saw previously from the records. I'm going to see for and check for more details. Okay, hold on. There we go. What was their life like in Electra, please? Was she a ship engineer? The reason why they wanted to highlight the ship making in Electra was because, Liz, you were a ship engineer, like the flying things. Whenever I see Electra, there are a lot of very tall buildings. I think they're buildings, but their houses are mostly in the skies, is how I see it. And I'm seeing you like tinkering with things. You were building a starship. Okay. What else do they need to know? Okay, they're showing me you were a female in this lifetime. You look about um, 18. You look very young, but um, th- Pleiadians don't age the way humans do. So just keep that in mind. But you look very youthful in this lifetime that they're showing me. Uh, a gift that you got from this lifetime. What is what they're showing me? Huh. You were like an inventor in that lifetime, and you have a way also to of repairing things. But they're telling me that you're a very curious soul. You like exploring new things or making new things that don't exist yet. So in this lifetime, you're here as an innovator because of this gift that you have. So I hope that helps, Liz. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Let me know in the chat if you're still seeing this, because the comments that I have through this, because of the restart, I think someone restarted my router. Um, it stopped updating. My comments stopped updating. So can you please let me know in the comments if you're hearing or seeing this? Okay. Okay, the comments are still updating, at least on YouTube. So thank you so much. Thank you, Liz. Okay, next up we have um, Sonia. Okay, Sonia's question. Thank you so much, Gina. Sonia's question is: did she have a past lifetime in Ireland? Ireland. Did Sonia have a past lifetime in Ireland? I'm not getting Ireland, Sonia, but somewhere near. Somewhere near, yeah. Wales. In Wales. I'm getting Wales, not Ireland, but Wales. And I'm hearing like the Welsh language, which I don't understand because it just feels like they don't have any vowels. Sorry, sorry, Welsh people. Like I was joking with Diana Bowles yesterday. I told her that if ever I get lost anywhere in Wales, like I won't have any chance of going back because they have even the places don't have vowels. Like how do I pronounce the name of the location? Okay, I'm going off on a tangent here, but okay, I'm going to see what lifetime you had in Wales, Sonia. Okay, what kind of lifetime did Sonia have in Wales? Hmm. I'm being shown like soldiers or knights on horseback, like full on armor. Okay, is she a knight or a soldier in that lifetime? Okay, what significance does this have in this lifetime? Does this lifetime have in this lifetime? Okay, what traits did she carry over from that lifetime? You were like a soldier, but they're telling me like your heart was not into fighting. You needed to do it like because you had wages. Pe- um, the person you were serving, they paid you wages, and you didn't come like from a wealthy family in that lifetime. And this is something that like bleeds into it. There's a factor of it coming. in this lifetime. Like you would do anything just to get by. You have this quality, the soul quality of a survivor. They're telling me that no matter what hardships she encounter, she will find a way to earn earn her way of living. So they were telling me. Even if it's something that isn't aligned to you, is what they were telling me. Okay, what's a lesson was she supposed to learn from this lifetime? Okay. In that lifetime, there was like a factor of sacrifice. Like you had to do things that you didn't want to do because you needed to live. I don't know if that's still true in this lifetime, Sonia, but that is something that like, sort of echoes into this lifetime, and it is a challenge for you to do that, to earn a living, but this time through something that is more aligned to your soul, where you don't have to fight. Because they're telling me that you're a peaceful soul, but you needed to do this in this lifetime to support your family. So I don't know if that resonates for you, Sonia, but that is their message for you today, and like a mission for you. So I hope that helps. And again, thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Oh, Tam says you helped me a lot. I can find peace knowing I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Where and I signed. Blooming where planted, I shall hook on. You shall hook on and crochet on, Tam. Thank you for that feedback. I really appreciate that. Sonia says, yes, thank you. You're very welcome, Sonia. So, last but not the least for this for tonight in this episode, Amanda Carroll asks, "Yay! I would like to know more about why I choose a challenging relationship with my mom." Okay, I need to ask, is there a repeating pattern that is related to this, to the challenging relationship with her mom? Okay, I'm getting a yes on repeating patterns with your mom. You had a lifetime where you were brothers, Amanda. Like I'm seeing two teenage boys somewhere in Europe. Okay, they're telling me this was in Finland, but they're not showing me the period. Around 800 AD is what they're telling me. Okay, what challenges did the brothers encounter in that lifetime? By challenging a relationship, do you mean that you argue a lot, Amanda? Because that's what I'm seeing the two boys doing. Which one is stronger? Which one is smarter? Are some of the things that they are arguing about. They're very you were very close in age in this lifetime. I mean in that lifetime that I'm seeing in Europe or in Finland. So there was a lot of like sibling rivalry and competition ongoing. Like which one is better? Oh, Amanda Carroll says I'm half Finnish. Awesome. You were from Finland in that lifetime. Okay. Amanda says yes, and we are very different now. I'm seeing the older the older brother is you, and the younger was your mother in this lifetime. It she irritated you. I mean, he because he was younger, he was very competitive with you. There might be some envy or jealousy as well, because as the oldest son, you had the attention of your parents. Like you, they were grooming you um, to take their business, or to continue their business. They're not showing me what business that is, but that's the story that they're telling me. You were the favorite son in this lifetime, or in that lifetime in Finland. That's where the friction comes from. There was a jealousy in that lifetime that might have influenced you in this current lifetime. Okay, is this a soul contract? Is it more for Amanda or for the mom? Okay, they're telling me that your mom. This is a soul contract between you and your mom. There are things that both of you need to learn and resolve in this lifetime. Um, I'm trying to listen to the lesson, if they're willing to tell me. The Akashic records are willing to tell me. For you, one of them is patience and compassion. But for your mom, it has something to deal with jealousy and processing it in a different way. Okay. I hope that helps, Amanda. Um, I'm not getting that there are trapped emotions that you got from that lifetime. Are there any, masters? I'm not getting that you carry like emotional baggage from that lifetime, because again, this has something more to do with your mom, and the things she was dealing with, the challenges that she was dealing with in that lifetime. But yeah, this is a lifetime that is affecting you in this one. That's where the friction comes from. Is what the Akashic Records masters are telling me. So I hope that helps. And again, thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm going to close the records very quickly. As we have started, let's take 3 deep breaths. I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the Divine Source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by and for being in the chat. I will be back again, as mentioned, in Into the Ether with Linda de Gonzalez. We will be doing Akashic Records readings again, but we will have a theme this week. The theme is repeating patterns. So if you're curious if there are any repeating patterns in your life that has been going on, maybe even for several lifetimes, please drop by. Please check it out. We haven't. I don't think we have posted the links for that, but please do subscribe to both of our channels and keep an eye out for that. And then I will be back again um, on Thursday. We will have galactic conversations. If you have any interesting topics that you would like to talk about the galactics, please let me know. I will be posting, I will be doing a YouTube post on that where you can drop your questions. And then on Friday we will have a very special show with Tarot Stash Gerald and Linda de Gonzalez. It's going to be a fart show. So it will be a very funny farty show. It's going to be called I Fart My Feelings. So don't worry, it's not just going to be about farts. You will get something from it about your emotions. So please do keep an eye out for that as well, for the link. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you and bye.